What's up, guys? Johan Bester here from Charisma Performing Arts. Welcome to the channel, a channel where we mainly analyze all things about the human voice. So a lot of singers, obviously, that we analyze. And today I'm going to look at, of course, Jacob Collier, who's one of my new favorite musicians on the face of the earth because of him just always pushing the boundaries, always exploring. I saw a little interview this morning, actually a documentary about his Asian tour. And he said to a fan afterwards, he said, music is not so serious. He said, it's very important, but it's not so serious. I thought that was an interesting statement. And then he said, I don't mind when I play a wrong note in a performance. And he said, actually, there are no wrong notes in music. Just flow and just enjoy the creativity of it. And I think that's so beautiful. And that's what he's doing, obviously. And I think his fan base is growing so quickly. And I'm one of them. So I saw this Mahogany Sessions video clip this morning. And I was like, I need to share that with you guys, with my audience. Just absolutely love what he does. So I read in the description of the video, I want to share with you quickly. On this sun-filled day in September, Jacob invited a group of fans to meet him at the Heritage and Arts Centre in Bow, London, for a special audience choir-inspired rendition of his new single, Little Blue. Now, I haven't spoken about Little Blue yet, but I think it's a beautifully written, it's a pop song, but it's so Jacob. It's so different. And then he said, thanks to all who came in their bluest attire, learned the song that day and sang it so beautifully. And thank you to Mahogany blog for capturing this gentle moment so sublimely. And then, this is important, it said, all audio was recorded live. Jacob Collier, JC, had a hidden lav mic in the front of his hat. So I love live performances because it's so real, right? There's no cover up. Nothing is repeated until it's perfect or whatever. And this is what he does. If you're a fan, you'll know. He just constantly is getting the audience involved in his performances. And I think that's what people love hearing and being part of, that creativity in that process. So let's check this out. I watched it once and it was so beautiful. I thought I should share it with you.
Little blue, be my shelter, be my cradle, be my womb, be my boat, be my river, be the stillness of the moon. If I could, I'd go with you to a place I never knew. In your eyes, so dark and open, there's a light that leads me back to you. 'Cause you're not so far away. I hear you say you'll never walk alone.
The chords.
Singing, don't be.
Everything that I've seen of his, every song, every performance is a journey. You can't help it. It's just, you get entangled You get taken up in the journey. And then, of course, how he's engaging his audiences and how he's going to engage these people now. He brings his audience with him on the journey. I think it's just really beautiful. But did you hear those interesting chords that he played? Sometimes it feels like the chord progression is going to take you into a whole different place. And I think that's why he does it. Just like, ooh, I feel something there that's not what I expected. And then, here we are again in the home key, which is sort of E flat. Don't be afraid of the dark. So beautiful. And I love the acoustic in that space. Live recording, as we said. So his mic is there, but there's also a lot of ambience from the sound bouncing around in that very high-ceilinged, cathedral-looking type room. So I also love how the sound is captured. So now the people are going to join in.
Afraid of the dark in your heart, you're gonna find a way to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're gonna find your way.
Before we go on, I just want to say, as someone who has been working with choirs for over 30 years, it doesn't look like these people, some of them in the shot anyway, are like singers. And the description that I read you in the beginning said he invited fans. So I think these people are they are Jacob fans. They are mesmerized by him. You can see it in their eyes. They are so... There's like a childlike excitement in some of their eyes, just to be in his presence and to be part of this thing that he's doing. So beautiful. That's the effect he has on people and his process has on people. But they don't look like trained singers. I can tell by the way they use their face and shape their vowels and whatever. I can tell. But that's not what he wants, trained singers. He wants normal people to feel like, hey, you can be a part of a creative process. That's beautiful.
Little blue, be my anchor, be my light, my compass star, be my darkness, be my danger, be the strings of my guitar. Little blue, how I love you, something strong and something true. In your eyes, so dear and gentle, there's a light that leads me back to you. 'Cause you're not so far away. I hear you say,
Oh my gosh.
you'll never walk alone. Sing it.
Oh my gosh. My music brain tries to analyze the chord progressions, but I can't. Maybe Rick Beato can. I'm a huge fan of Rick Beato. He can sometimes just listen to very intricate things like that and just figure it out. Did you hear that? Like, he totally takes it to different levels, pitch levels. But it has an emotional effect straight away on the listener. Oh, gosh. And it seems like he does it in the moment. One day when I talk to him, I'll ask him, do you always just make it up in the moment, or do you sometimes plan some of these random chord progressions? And what he does with his voice too is quite special, because I've said it before, he doesn't pretend to be a singer. His main thing is not he's a singer. I think he's just a phenomenal musician. You might know, who plays multiple instruments, all of which is basically self-taught. And he uses his voice as one of the instruments that he creates with. And he does it so well. I mean, he sang so high, but so comfortably. It's a very particular kind of sound, though. He shapes his vowels in a very specific way. And just makes music. He just creates moments using whatever instruments he has around him. So I think that's just so beautiful. By the way, you should check out my analysis that I made of his Find Me Somebody to Love, the Queen song that he did live in Lisbon. You can just click on the banner in the corner of the screen to go and check that out if you haven't seen it, because that too was a very beautiful moment. So now he brings in the audience choir again.
Don't be afraid of the dark in your heart. You're gonna find your way to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're gonna find your way. Don't be afraid of the light. It's alright. You're gonna find your way to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're gonna find your way.
I feel bad interrupting the beautiful moment, but obviously he taught them some parts, maybe per group. I think probably men and women, male and female voices mixed up in each group, I can see, but he probably taught them some layering to sing. When I listened to it this morning for the first time, I was like, I'm not sure everybody sings the exact correct notes. But this is the point. People don't have to sing the correct notes. They are participating. They are feeling something. They are creating sort of on the fly within the structure that he's providing. So now he's going to do his normal magic with showing people with his hands what he wants them to do.
Singing, don't be afraid of the dark in your heart. I'm gonna find your way to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You're gonna find your find your way, find your way. Oh. Don't be afraid of the light. It's alright. You're gonna find to carry the weight of the Cool. Thank you all.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so as I mentioned in the Lisbon performance analysis video that I did, I do this kind of activity with my choirs where they sing a chord and then it takes a while. You have to teach them that skill to really listen carefully. And then at first I let them all move like move up and down in semitones. Then I start moving individual voices and the others hold. That's sort of what he did there. So I'll say you hold, you move. Now you move. It creates a new chord. It's a beautiful skill building activity to do with singers in ensemble. But that was really beautiful. Just the way he took the chords also to a specific place. Still stayed in E flat major, which is what this whole song was run in this time. But yeah, I think the people were just so focused. They were concentrating, but they were enjoying the moment with him, which is, I think, what he's all about. So very beautiful moment. Please go and watch the whole thing uninterrupted if you haven't seen it. I'll put a link in the description. It is so beautiful, and listen it on good speakers or put some proper headphones on so you can really enjoy the sound experience that he is creating with only his voice, an acoustic guitar, and the combined voices of just, it seems like just ordinary people, not highly skilled trained singers. Beautiful. Thank you for spending the time with me and sharing this moment with me. I really appreciate it. And until next time, please take care of yourself. Just before you go, let me just remind you that you can actually book a session with me, a one-on-one, through my Patreon. You can go there and check it out, or you can send me a message through the website. And then also, if you want to chat with me, why not visit our Discord server? The links to all of that is in the description below.